with Dad's How to Do. This evening I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy sandwich. It's been made 100 ways for 1,000 years probably, but this is something that my son enjoys and he makes a lot of times during the week when he gets home from school. Just something quick and easy, and he also likes to have them at night as well. But it's the American grilled cheese, okay? I like to use these ingredients. I like to use thicker bread for my grilled cheese. Instead of just plain white bread, I like to use a thicker white bread. You can, if you really want to go all out, we used to make ours with sourdough from the bakery, and that makes the best. But just at the moment, we don't have the sourdough bread, okay? The next ingredient, of course, is going to be cheese. I don't use the flippity floppity plastic cheese that you find in plastic wrap. I use like a real American cheese that's sliced. This is cheddar. This is sharp cheddar, and it's sliced cheddar, and it's not the processed cheese food, okay? It just works better, plus it's healthier for you, okay? You can choose your variety of mayonnaise, but I'm in the South. I was born and raised, and I will probably die eating Duke's mayonnaise, okay? Now, you say Duke's mayonnaise. Well, Keith, where's the butter? Well, I make my own homemade butter. I've got it in the freezer right now. I made, I don't know, a couple pounds, about a week or so ago, and I use my own homemade butter. But for this, I like to use the Duke's mayonnaise. The flavor's different. It's just as good, if not better, than using butter. But if you're going to use butter, use real butter. Don't use margarine, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn our pan. We got our pan on the other. We're going to turn our pan on about medium, okay? And we're going to let it heat up, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our mayo and we're going to put it on what is going to be the inside of our sandwich. I like to lay it on a good, nice, thick layer, okay? And we just do it like so. You might be saying to yourself, I don't know about this guy putting mayonnaise on his grilled cheese. I actually like to put mayo inside of my grilled cheese as well. I just love it. So you don't know what it took for me not to lick this thing just now. Okay, that's a waste of mayonnaise if you ask me. All right. So what we're going to do, we're not going to put any kind of oil in the pan. The mayo is going to act like the oil and the butter. So we're going to put it face down in the pan. And we're going to let that get nice and hot and start cooking. Pan's getting hot. We got our thick cut bread. Again, if you really want to make it taste just spectacular, use sourdough bread that you get from the deli sliced. Right now, the pan's heating up, and we're going to move it around just to make sure it ain't sticking, and that mayonnaise is going to keep it loose and keep it oiled. And when I like to check it every once in a while, I'll use my hands. I'm from the South. So, all right, we're good. It's starting to soak into the bread. Just one more second and we'll be right back. If you can see here, the bread and the mayonnaise is starting to melt into the pan and melt into the bread. And, oh, it's good and coated right now. All right, so while this is cooking and browning, I just like to keep sliding it around a little bit just to make sure it's not sticking. But, you know, these simple little things right here, in my opinion, is something as simple as a grilled cheese. Will, I think, even in my son's mind, this is something he's always going to remember. I have a feeling that when he gets older and he grows up, that he is going to take this little recipe of a grilled cheese and he's going to carry it around with him, and he's going to feed it to his kids. He'll probably feed it to his girlfriend and his wife, you know, and he'll probably feed it to his children as well. And they'll probably pick it up, and they'll probably do the same thing. So it's little things like this, I think, that, and when you get in the kitchen with your kids, people you love, it's always, to me, it's always a memory. All right, we're starting to get a little brown on the edges. We'll let it brown up just a little bit more. Let's see where we're at. So we're starting to get a little crust around the edge. And then I don't like to mash my bread down too much. I don't like to thin it out. I like for the bread to stay nice and fluffy. If you make this for your children, and listen, the key to this is whenever you get done cooking it and you get it all put together and you get it on a plate, cut it at an angle. That makes it taste better. Okay? Seriously. Just cut it at an angle. It makes it taste better. Let's see what we got here. Oh, you're starting to get a little brownage on it. Yeah, no. I think we need just a little bit more. All right, so let that brown up for a minute. I'm probably going to flip it here in just a second, and what we're going to do is we're going to flip this side over with nothing on it. That's going to be our outside toasted side. If you've ever ate grilled cheese, made with butter or with mayonnaise in the past, what you find out is when you go to eat it, since all that oil and butter or whatever is on the outside, that it ends up slipping out of your hands because you got so much grease on your hands. Well, you don't lose the flavor if it's on the inside of the sandwich, right? But you can get some crispy toast going on the outside of the sandwich. It's not going to be all greasy on your fingers, but the flavor's still there, okay? All right, so let's check this out. I think we're burning them up a little bit. Not too bad. That'll be a good crunch on the inside. We're going to flip them over, put them in the pan, and we're going to take our cheese. We're going to slice them up like this right here. Now we've got a good toast on the inside. All right, and I'm going to place this on top of this. All right, and now we are going to flip this over. We're going to let it sit for just a minute. We're going to keep our eye on it, okay? There's not a lot of grease in the pan, but there is from that mayonnaise. All right. You see how I put the cheese on there in two different directions, kind of like a diamond? That way, yeah. That gives you that little overflow of cheese here on the edge right here, just to make the sandwich look good, okay? All right, that's right. We're gonna flip her over. Ooh, look at that. We got the good toast on that side right there. We're working on it. It's almost done. It's almost done. We're almost there at perfection. The key is not to turn around and start watching your favorite show at this point. You want to keep an eye on it, because like my mom always said, just a little bit of love and attention makes the whole thing better. All right, so there we go. If you see, the cheese is starting to melt now. It's melting into the pan. It's starting to heat up, and guys, I think we're right there on it. I do. I think we're on it. I think we're right there in perfectionville. I'll turn the pan off, and I'm gonna grab a knife. And we are going to do this right. We're going to cut it at an angle. I can hear the crunch right now from the inside. And guys, check this out. Perfectly melted cheese. The flavors on the inside. But you've got the crunch on the outside without all the grease and the butter. But all that flavor is inside the sandwich. And your hands are not going to be all greasy. So, if you want to know the secret to a good homemade grilled cheese sandwich, fast and easy, this is it. It is fantastic. And then what I'm going to do, of course you got to eat it, you got to try it. That's good. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to dip mine in some mayonnaise as well. But that is delicious. And again, the flavor's on the inside. So if you would, please give me a like and a follow and a thumbs up on the channel. And I'll be back with more of Dad's How To Do's.